Okay, stream's now starting. I know how it works now, so let me just test these screens before we start actually talking. So, monitor works, check. The screen works, check. The webcam works, check. I'll put it back on the screen here. Let me just go back to the page and see if the chat works. Yep, that works good. And let me just click the URL of the video and just check that it's actually streaming. Okay, that's sort of work. It's saying that it's offline, but for some reason, hopefully it'll work. It'll catch up. But yeah, I'll just wait for it to catch up for a bit. So we'll just hide some things here. Don't need to see all that. It says starting stream health. Come on. Doesn't seem to be working properly. It says stream is healthy. Analytics. Everything is fine. You know what? This thing is settings. Check settings quickly. Okay then. Oh, great. Okay, I'm trying to work out how this works. I know there's a delay with regards to YouTube. And my microphone works. Let me just... Okay, now it's working. Isn't that nice? Sorry about that. Okay. Okay, quick test. Monitor works. Title card thing works. Webcam is working fine. I hope it is. Oh dear. I apologise for starting a bit later than usual. I wasn't too sure how my what's it called, open broadcaster works. The encoder, because I don't use XSplit, because XSplit puts up paywalls and crap like that. But hey, let's begin. So put it up onto there, and let's begin. We'll edit that out in post. Hello there, everybody, and welcome to the Medway Vale line route building live stream. Two. It's basically two. In this episode, we'll be if that's not really an episode, no. In this live stream, we'll be showcasing one of the next areas of my route, Twyford Central, which I said in the last one. Hang on, where is it? Here she is. Train sim is still loading. Love these loading times. Whilst it's loading, just gotta say one thing. I might as well get this out of the way, that I won't be looking at the chat as much, because, I don't know, I mean, I will still look at the chat, but I'll pretty much only look at the chat whilst it's loading. Because, you know, Train Sim has got brilliant loading times, or when it's saving, that's when, or if I'm going to ask questions anyway, then I might look at the chat. Other than that, nah, I'll be focusing mainly on the screen. The game is still loading, so there's not much else to show. And it's finally finished loading. Let's move this out of the way. Check to see if this is working. It's buffering. Isn't that nice? Thank you so much. Right, so this is Twyford Central Station. Twyford Central Station's the first main stop on the main line of my route. It's about, where's the milepost? 16 miles away from London. Obviously, the route is fictional. Ignore that 321 reskin. We'll talk about it sometime later. So we'll be building and showcasing the station mainly here today. Let me just check. It's still buffering, isn't that nice? I did announce people that I am streaming, but hey, it's their choice if they want to watch it live or if they want to watch it post. I don't mind. I'm perfectly fine with it. So let's take a look at what we need. What I need to get out of the way. So I'm gonna try and showcase the station without spoiling the surprise too much. So this is platform 1 and platform 2. So platforms 1 and 2 are on the up relief and are used by stopping serve. Yeah, they are used by semi-fast or stopping services. As you see, the line connects here. We're going away from London, so that way is towards London, and this is away from London. So yeah, that's a freight loop there. By the way, I'll talk about that sometime in a moment. You've got a footbridge, which is not totally stolen from Stafford. Shh. And got some slow crossovers here to allow some linearity around here, just like bi-directional running to an extent. These are the just train signals, which work much better than the UK train sim one. No, UK Pro signals. But I'll still use both because they both have equal strengths and weaknesses, to be honest. And just quickly checking, still buffering, isn't that lovely? Alright, so let's keep going onwards. So theoretically, a train can still do 80 miles an hour, or 60 if they're doing freight, or through the station on the relief lines. However, or if they're gonna join the fast lines, they'll have to go down, slow down to 40 miles an hour, and anyway they'll have to slow down anyway because, well, 55 miles an hour up a 1 in 60 incline, where the track layout changes and goes over the fast lines there. Again, that area is not finished, so I won't talk about that much. And joins up there. I know that's pretty close. I should fix it really, but I'm lazy and I won't because I'm lazy and I won't. Okay. Also, I need to just check one thing. Make sure train sim is muted. That's great. Now we can actually enter the route editor. Just check up on the stream. Still buffering, and in fact, I need to just check one thing. Copy URL. Oh dear. Oh great. Ain't that beautiful? Oh dear. Again, like I said, I'm not too worried if people aren't watching this live. The views don't matter to me too much. It's sort of, is the stream just randomly buffering? Because my internet connection is fairly stable. We have, what's it called? Fiber optic around here. Is that too much? Is that still not enough for you, YouTube? Really? Oh well. Alright then. Well, we're going to enter the route editor, so we're going to, well, first thing I want to do is, well, yeah, back to the actual station layout. Well, I think I'm going to end up showcasing the surprise I was talking about for one of my buddies. Okay, so this is platform 3. There's a javelin on there, 12-car javelin. Easily fits a 12-car train. No problem whatsoever. The platform's also bi-directional. Fast trains pass through on this line at 100 and... trying to remember off the top of my head. 115 miles an hour, I think. Yeah, that's roughly around that, because there's a sharp curve right there, and unless I super elevate it... No, sorry, 110, my apologies. If I don't super elevate that curve, you would be thrown to the corner a bit. Hang on, this. Yeah, I did have to kind of limit it to 110. A 40 mile an hour speed limit there for trains going back onto platforms 2 and 1. Platform 4 is the other part of the island platform. This is used by down fast services, while this is used by up fast services. And again, trains can pass through, though this one's super elevated, and they can do 125 through here. So trains going away from London are actually faster than coming from London. No, going to London, my apologies. This class 321 reskin made by my buddy. 319, no, 321. I don't want with that. I don't even know what I'm saying here. This reskin was made by my buddy, and it's in the platform. It's at platform 5 and this is platform 6. Those are again used by semi-fast services, and platform 7, 8, and 9 are used by services, the slower services, but which I'm trying to remember, which join up to the main line properly here. You might be able to see there, or go under an underpass if they're coming from the up direction. Now, the little present I did is because I did for my buddy as a little, thank you for helping me when I was on this route. I decided to build something fairly ambitious for Train Sim. No, okay, ambitious for myself, okay? Because he works using a lot of concrete structures in Train Simulator, so I decided to. I got an email. Gotta replicate his design. Is it important? No, it's not. Okay. Yeah, I decided to replicate his style. So these glass pillars here are enlarged. No, okay, concrete pillars and glass windows, I guess you could call them. The glass windows are from DP Simulation. The escalators are by a Dutch developer called, I can't remember, Freezon, I think that's what his name, Freezon. He made these very nice assets. The concrete pillars are from Kent High Speed. And if you go down here, you got the... I know it says Waterloo East, even though the station is called Twinner Central. I'm using those as placeholders. These are the DC platforms, which are still work in progress. If the stream works, you get to see all this. If not, I have to re-record it all over again, and that's some time wasted. Going up. Right. Okay, so that was a little surprise I did for him. I'm really happy about that. I want to see what he thinks about it sometime later. Is the stream still working? No. Is it? Well, he's on YouTube. Is it working on my thing? Yes, it is. Though for some reason, it seems to have gone longer on YouTube than here, which is not theoretically possible, because you have to click the encoder to tell YouTube that I'm going to stream, but I don't know. So we're going to be... I can't really work for too long regards on this stream, because I've got to feed the cats, and I've also got to do some other work in preparation for tomorrow, because I'm fairly busy. It's not news show related, don't worry, but I can't stay on for too long, so maybe until, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes of route building, and then I have to kind of go. But other than that, it shouldn't be too much of a big deal. Sorry, I was reaching down to grab something. Right, so let's see what we can work around here. So I'm just seeing what I can do. What can I do today? I'm trying to remember what else was there that needed to be done at this station precisely. Well, for starters, I can switch that the other way around. Might as well. 90 degrees. 90 is the magic number. Lower a bit lower. There we go. Right. Let's see, keep going forward. I know there's a huge gap there, but I need to just work out a few things and other places first. I'm not really thinking off the top of my head. Stream is still not working, even though... Oh, hang on, give me a second. No more analytics. Very nice indeed. Thank you very much. UK Trains. No, not UK Trains. YouTube. The one time YouTube... I don't know, the first stream worked fine. This one doesn't seem to be working. This looks very odd. In fact, tell you what, I'm going to do something. I'm going to stop streaming and try this all again. Because it doesn't seem to be working. apologies, something seems to be wrong with the stream. Because my preview here doesn't seem to be working. Hang on, move it there. Yeah, my preview doesn't seem to be working. It says nobody's watching, apparently. Or I've got comments. That's really odd. It still says the stream is healthy. Yeah, if I go to it on live, hang on, copy URL, try again, paste and go. Doesn't seem to be working. It doesn't seem to be working properly, which is really odd. Again, paste and go. Doesn't seem to be working. Oh, tell a lie, it does work. Sorry, my apologies. Ah, brilliant, now I have to start all over again. Hang on. Alright. Okay, let's try and start this again, because YouTube doesn't seem to be working. Now, I'm not sure. I might have recorded the past 15 minutes saying nothing, doing nothing. Alright, let's try this again. Okay, monitor works, check. Screen works. Webcam works, yep, that's fine. Oh, dear Lord. Worked the first time, second time doesn't seem to work at all. Okay, I'm gonna have to watch it back. If it turns out the last 15 minutes was a joke, I'm gonna have to re-download the video and I don't know, I'll just leave it. Hang on. Your comments are most appreciated. You're really helping me work out if the stream's working or not. Jesus Christ, these people. And to answer your question, Hassan, yes, the stream has started. For some reason, it wasn't working, or I don't know. And I'm not sure if you can backtrack, if the viewers can backtrack unless the video is fully uploaded. I'll need some additional confirmation. No, not Skype, not my Skype. Crap. Oh well, let's do some more route building then. Screw all the explanations. Let's just go straight into route building. Building a route. Let's use some cable trunking. I'll just go straight into route building because, you know, I don't want to waste time with explanations, and it doesn't seem the stream was working perfectly. At least the game is copying and pasting fine, because sometimes when I'm route building, there are times I have to restart the game because the game refuses to copy and paste. Perfect QA QC at its finest. No, hang on. Make sure it doesn't magnetize to the terrain. Just looking around, where else could I place some more objects? So I think I've already placed AWS magnets on these lines. I don't think I have them the wrong way round though, so if I just move the markers to help me see better and check. Alright, okay, my apologies. This station is Twyford Central on my route. It's 16 miles from London. Well, okay, London on my route, like I said, the route is fictional, so this is not to scale. Yeah, Charing Cross, but that needs some fixing in its own time. I don't know what else I can do in regards to that. But yeah, this is Twyford Central. It's the first main station on the route, served by a handful of fast services. Not all the fast trains stop here. Otherwise, I don't know, like I said, it's only 60 miles in London, away from London. My apologies. It's the equivalent of, I think distance-wise, it's the equivalent of Watford Junction. Oh, crap. Okay. Route building. Oh, hold on. We need our route building tip. Wait, there you go. Route building tip. You know, placing AWS magnets can be a pain sometimes because you've got to work out the distance. Not everybody knows how to work out the distance of the AWS magnets or how far they should be. Well, let me give you some insight. In real life, they are placed about 186 meters away from the signal. Though, if you place it 170, 160, people aren't really going to notice. In areas where there's a lower line speed, you can place them slightly closer to the signal. When it's a higher line speed, slightly further away. I know on the West Coast main line, sometimes they're placed at 220 meters from the signal, I think. But other than that, I usually do 160. Like in this case, I'll use 160. So what we do is we use this tool here, which is called the select tool. Click roughly somewhere near the signals on the track. And move 160-ish meters. Yeah, so I'm going to place it here because not all... So I'm going to place 160 something-ish meters because not all trains run the right way around. Because these are for wrong way operation. I use the Trent Valley AWS ramps because they're more realistic looking than the typical UK Pro ones that they've been around for, since London to Brighton. So yeah, 3 years some-ish. Right, and also very important not to forget these ones here, because again, wrong way running. Oh, yeah, that'll do. Need some cup of tea. Oh, much better. Right, so about here will do, because... I would place some on this line, but Javelin's in the way, and it's going to be a bit annoying. Save and check the chat. Yeah, thanks for answering his questions, Hassan. I should have mentioned that that's a fictional reskin. I want to make a few more fictional reskins. Let me just get the webcam up whilst it's saving. I would, given the power and... Oh, hang on, it seems I'm... Oh, right, resolution's going up a bit. I know we'll fix the problem. There we go. Wait electricity just to fix a frame rate problem. That's what we people in Surrey do. Now, I was going to say, yes, the reskin doesn't exist in real life, as you mentioned. And I want to kind of make a few more... I personally want to make reskins of myself. Like, for example, a train that I'd like to reskin, if it existed, would be the Class 68, and put it in Southeast livery. My friend's already done the Mark III coaches and the DVT, but I really would like to see the Class 68 in a Southeastern-ish livery. You know, just because I like to use all my routes. I like the Class 68 as a train. It's a good train. But before that, I would rather they fix the game before add any more content. But this is being Dovetail. That's a big ask. They're the EA of train simulation, if that is even a good analogy to use. Right, it's finished saving. Just check again quickly. Can I see that 3, 2, 1 reskin? See! But of course, here it is. My buddy made it. If he's watching the stream, he'll nudge himself in it as as an acceptable plug. There you go. And you know what? Tell you what, I'll use that as a picture for the next... Bear with. There we go. Oh, hang on. Move my mouse up the way. There you go. That's another picture for next week's episode. No, not even next week's episode. I'm not going to do streams weekly unless I really want to. But hey, got another screen cap that I can use. So that's nice. I wanted to give a few more route building tips in this episode as well. I don't know, why do I keep saying episode? It's just what comes off the top of my head, really. So, check anything else. Voice graphics. Oh, man. I kind of wished it would have been somewhat decent, but it's just trash. Utter trash. They did not care at all when they were making the Voice Gravita. It was pretty much a situation where, I think, again, a social experiment. Yeah, it doesn't matter how bad our trains are, people will buy them anyway. Case in point. You know, Voice Gravita's still selling like mad as always. Again, I said to people, get a refund for it because I think I should have explained this in the episode. If people get refunds, then it's showing that people aren't satisfied with what they've got, with what they're getting. And the more people who that refund, the more people who are unsatisfied, and also the more people who are noticing the shady business practices of Dovetail. unfortunately, because of the fact that they're not as popular as, let's say, EA or DICE or what's it called? BioWare, yeah, BioWare. If they do any of these shady business practices, they're not going to be as noticed that quickly compared to all the other developers. So that's a bad thing right there. And just add a few more things in a moment. Check here. Oh. I'll probably make the stream go a bit longer because it didn't record the first 15 minutes. Or it did and I didn't notice. Overall, if it has recorded it and nothing worked properly, that's going to be annoying, and I'll have to probably download the video, cut it, and my apologies. Yeah, download the video, cut it to where it works, and then re-upload the video. The downside with doing that is I'm technically double compressing to an extent, I think, which can, you know, or double rendering. It doesn't really work. It's not a recommended thing to do because the quality goes down a lot. And I don't know. I'll have to see what the stream looks like after I finish. Let's see what else I can place. I've already placed AWS magnets for those signals, so that's good. Alright, so put some cable trunking. Where is it? There it is. Put some glorious cable trunking. And also another pro tip. Okay, let's get a scenario up. No, not as an example. Let's use a completely random object like hang on. Yeah, circuit cabinets are really good. Okay, we'll use this one here. So, what is one thing? Back in the day, I can guarantee a lot of you people do this. Okay, when you're root building and you want to get this aligned with the track, what I know some people would do something like this. So they place the object, place it against something which is straight, like the track, and then manually adjust it to it until it's somewhat real, somewhat 90-degree angle, perfectly perpendicular, whatever, and then place it elsewhere. Now, that can be very tedious for some big objects or stuff, or some ones which are fairly awkward to work out the direction. Not today. I'm going to tell you a bit of a trick. So, let's get this track lubrication unit. Now, on your keyboard, hang on, bear with, I can do this. On your keyboard, press the tab key, you know, this one here, if you don't know what it is. Press and hold the tab key when you have an object freely able to move like this. Only when it's in this mode. If you've selected it and try and press the tab key, nothing works. Okay? Make sure it's before you place it. So, let's try it again. Press the tab key and it snaps automatically. See? Perfect. See? So, nowhere near the track. Fine. But now, it snaps. I don't think it does it with roots, but I know it completely does it with track because... well, you can see here. Best of all, it works with curved tracks, but again, yeah, any form of track, it'll work with. Alright, so let's place one here because we gotta have our lubricated track, apparently. Got some disused rails. Check the save and check the stream. Will there be any London station? I think yes, there are, but I'm not going to show any today because I want to focus on Twitter Central, thank you. But yeah, whilst I'm at it, I'm also adjust the height. Right. I'll also make these go just across the entire track, because why not? Okay, concrete hut. We'll put a hut here, I think. Actually, no, there's not enough space. I'll put somewhere else. Oh, gosh. I'm not getting a cold. I was just coughing a bit. I'm fine. Not getting a cold, though. Whereas the last time I said that, it turned out I was having a cold, so I don't really know what to say. Me and my low immune system. Brilliant. So let's work on this side once again. Oh, hang on, that's, yeah. Put some there. Right. And I completely forgot what I was doing. Brilliant. Oh, we can use a red hut somewhere. Should I mention about... Not yet, I'll save for a moment. Right, so speed limits of air, that's fine. Okay, 25. Trying to see some other signs that I can use. Phone is in. There's some good signs that you can use to pull on the signals. For a moment, let me just save and check the stream. Milton Keynes. This station reminds me more of Milton Keynes than Watford Junction. Well, no, it's not based off Watford Junction. I mean, the distance is the equivalent of Watford Junction. In actual fact, the station itself is actually based off Rugby. In actual, if you think about it, let me put it alongside. The actual concept of the station takes inspiration from Rugby. Oh, hang on, crap, hang on. Although, like I said, let me give you an example. Okay, you have. Okay, you have. I can't place the model here, but in fact, I'll try. Okay. Oh crap. Because you can't select it, and I'm gonna have to press. Okay, I can do that. Good. Okay, so for example, imagine that it's actually it's kind of based off Rugby. So you have, I'm trying to work out how I can properly say it. So, trying to remember. Okay, you got this island platform here, which happens to be coincidentally the same numbers on my route. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. This island platform here is used by stopping services. This is the fast line platform, although in real life, this is not only the fast line platform, but also the fast line itself. In my routes, the fast line is separate. Like on the other side, where you go fast line here, fast line platform here, slow line platform here, only another one on the other side there, and the fast line through here. The only difference is that on my one, there's no huge gap here where there used to be other platforms at Rugby. RIP Rugby's original platform layout. 1920 to 2008? I don't know. You will be missed. It will be missed. Good. Okay, at least the stream's working now. That's nice. But, yeah, back to where I was going with again. Yeah, I was going back to doing scenery. Silly me. How could I forget? Yeah. Let's see. What can I use? Phone routine. No, I can't use that one. Nope. R0. R5. Nope. Power change. Oh yeah, sandite. I already got the sandite sign, so that won't be... Oh, I forgot about these. That could be useful. Somewhere. Apparently. We'll place a few here. Randomize them a bit to make them... Oh, I hate trying to select them when there's foliage around. Okay, select. Remove the 90. Tilt a bit. Tilt a bit. Yeah, thank you, Train Sim, for doing that. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted you to do. Sleepers. There we go. move that a tiny bit. Right. What else was there to do in this area? So I already put the AWS magnets. This is the up freight loop, just in case anyone's wondering. So, yeah, up freight loop is there, and the down freight loop is here. They're staggered just for not really any real reason, to be honest. I might remove that spur there because it's really not necessary. And let me just remove that little bit there. And I think I'm going to show you another pro tip. Not many people know about this one, and I think a lot of you are going to appreciate it. Let me just check the stream. Here's another pro tip that's... Hang on. Yeah. Here's another pro tip that quite a lot of you people are going to appreciate if you want to build track lines or any kind of route where you want to have disused junctions or track diverging lines. Here's a little bit of a trick that I taught myself, by complete luck, to be honest, that I think a lot of you are going to appreciate once the game has loaded, or once it's finished saving. Any minute now. Oh, okay, it's done. Okay, so I want to make this part... Okay, I want to basically remove the buffer, so it's just track going away. Now, you need to have Academy installed or any other equivalent route that has this asset, or track loft to be precise. If you scroll down, Train Sim Academy, invisible track, click this. Make sure overhead wires are off if you're using the West Coast Main Line North, because it has the wires there automatically. If your route doesn't have automatic wires, still take them off anyway, just in case. Right, so just make a small section of track, so not even a meter yet, about a meter. There you go. Ta-da! No buffers. No buffers, Gromit. See? I like that effect, it's pretty neat. Can't really complain about the game when it works, but when it doesn't work, you can complain as much as you like. Because Train Sim does not work. Broken game, and the only reason, well, one of the only reasons I play it is because MSTS does not work on my computer, because I have an I don't even know why. Oh, a comment that I shall read later, because I'm doing a live stream, and I can't multitask, because what's it called? Yeah, the reason I can't multitask is because stereotypes. Right, so I might actually end slightly earlier than I intended, but I'm perfectly fine with that. So shrub. Yeah, these are the ones with shadows. Just every little helps. To be honest, I'll be honest, I'm not really too sure what I'm going to place in this kind of gap here. Might be like a mini forest. I think that's the best thing to do. So I can't really place a town there, can I? Because it has to go, I have to build a bridge and stuff, and it won't be much benefit, to be honest. So I'm going to probably build a little, like, a mini pine forest or stuff. Maybe that will do. Just check through. You know what? I'm actually going to place... let me just measure the distance. Is it worth it? I was thinking of putting a repeater signal alongside here to remind drivers about... You know what? I will, actually. For reminding purposes. On the freight loop. In fact, I might as well ask the stream that. Do you think I should put a repeater signal roughly here? Okay, well, okay, 3 options. Should I A, use a repeater signal to that repeats the signal of the junction, of the of the points there for that signal there, which I'm going to replace in a moment anyway. Or B, hang on, or B, hang on. Where is it? Yeah. B, post a signal that is always showing a danger aspect. No, not danger, I mean caution. Or C, no signal at all. It's all yours whilst I put on a tab quickly and read the comment that I observed. It says the link isn't complete. Oh, hang on. Crap. Oh, great. But hang on. Oh, I can't. I'll have to fix that later. Confine YouTube's stupid. Sorry about that. It turns out YouTube kind of ruined the description of my most recent episode. A. Oh, hang on. Just so people won't spam. Fair play. Okay, A it is. Alright, yeah, A. And I'll put the AWS magnet. Again, slightly closer than usual, so 110 meters. No, 20 actually. Because the speed limit's fairly slow. There we go. There we go, no big deal. And let me replace the signal whilst I'm at it, because we don't need that section there anymore. We'll just use I'm gonna I don't know, I think I'll use a 3 or 4 aspect signal, because I'll use a 3 aspect signal. I'll use it because again, it's a freight loop really, to be honest. The 2 aspect one doesn't give any caution, and a 4 aspect one, the line isn't super really intensive at this point on the slow lines. At least I don't think it should be. And even then, it shouldn't affect freight lines too much. Before anybody asks, that's a splitting distance signal. Right, so let's go 10 a bit further and just work a few things here. Points. We'll put a high speed point motor. Or should I? Actually, hang on. Oh, this is going to be fun. I might use it for lines that I've had recent redoings of points and stuff. So I guess here could be viable. I guess. Medium could work actually. I've been working on the railway. Always live long day. I can barely remember the song. Why would I anyway? Gee, it's kind of dark. Yeah, there we go. Save. Any more comments? Hey, this looks awesome. Many thanks. Thanks. Free after 2 years in development, I'm still not finished. I'm just looking at the time. I don't think I'll spend too much more time now, because I might end it at about 5-10 minutes, because I've got to go and feed the cats, because they're probably clawing at the windows because they want food. They're greedy, such greedy globs they are. I love the cats, but they are greedy. You got one of them, they just eat out of each other's bowls, and it's not pleasant. I don't think we even have any bowls for them now, because they're kind of broken. Oh well, live and learn. Oh, no. Alright, yeah, it's a pretty good job. Put that there. Some more shrubbery. Debauchery. Right. Put some more here. Just chat quickly. Underneath that bridge is turning into Half-Life. Really? I know what Half-Life is, but I've never played it. Doesn't remind me of Half-Life. Because isn't Half-Life based in Eastern Europe? Oh, I'm not sure what your reference is anyway. Because it doesn't feel like an Eastern Europe anyway. Like I said, I've taken no inspiration from anything from Half-Life, but okay. I don't get. You can see I don't get the reference at all, so I'm not thinking. And oh dear, I'm gonna add a forest. I'll add really basic forest, scrub forest. Hang on. Maple. That's too big. Don't you just love those trees? K, G. Oh, I've completely forgot what I was looking for. Near. Oh, near. Flexi row near trees, I guess. Hang on. Just because the levels just seem to have no lighting. Oh, yes. Oh, sorry about it. I get where you're coming from now. Again, I can't really comment too far though, but I at least understand where you're coming from, but I don't play Half-Life. The only source... Well, I only play... Well, okay. I've played Portal 2, TF2, and, what's it called? Gary's Mod, but I don't play Half-Life. It's not a bad game, but I'm just... It's not completely my cup of tea. Flexi row far. Crap, I can't remember. Why is it remove the chat thing? Remove this. I completely forgot what okay. Yeah, sparse or forest? No. I would use that one, but it's too big. We must... Yeah, I forgot to turn off the thing. Turn on. Right, line, mid. I'll just put a mini forest here and I'll decide what to do later on in the coming weeks, months, years. Depends on how fast I work or how lazy I am. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, come on. Put it somewhat there. I'm not going to go any further with regards to those trees. I'm trying to work out what's... Actually, to be fair, I think a banner repeater could be placed there because of the curvature. Hang on, yeah, the curvature, you wouldn't be able to see the signal properly. And you know what? Going back to this comment, I think I'm going to make the bridge a tiny bit less darker. Just a tiny bit. Maybe... Hang on. 0, 32, 63, 16. No, 16. There we go. Best of both worlds. Oh, come on. Stupid game. Alright, so I think after I've done the banner repeater and just minor tidying up, I think I'm going to go then just so I can sort out some more work. Come on. I really wish I could edit out these loading times. They're horrendous. Alright, so yeah, banner repeater. Have I replaced the AW? Yes, I did. Okay, that's good. Then after that, yeah, banner repeater. I'll most likely use the green banner repeaters because showing that they're more modernized on this portion of the route. And To make it even more modernised, we'll just we'll pad some time and put it up on a gantry. Because why not? And we'll flip the gantry. To make us even more edgy, we'll flip it the other way around. See, we are edgy, extreme, best train sim EU, innit, bruv? And actually, it looks awful. It looks awful in the dark because of the. Yeah, we're extreme in it, bruv, in it. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'll put it in a cage instead of a drop bar. Skills! My skills. Right. Actually, it's a bit too close. Just there you go. Now, where's the gantry? Gantry signal. So G. Oh, yeah, G banner repeater. Where is it? Should be green banner repeater. Where is it? Yeah, banner repeater. Okay, yeah, repeater green. So save it there. Tilt and place the marker there so the game doesn't give up. So we and move that a little bit more to there. And yeah, that's pretty much all I'm going to do with this episode or stream event. Hang on. So that's all I'm going to do with this event today, just showcasing the area around Twyford Central Station. I'm very sorry about the start of the stream. I don't know what was going on. If it turns out that it's broken, I might have to delete the video, re-download it, and then cut off where it didn't work, and then re-upload it, if that was the case. Other than that, I do hope that it's worked perfectly fine. Other than that, if I just can't be bothered, I'll just link you to an annotation where the stream actually starts. Well, thank you very much for watching, and the next time I do a live stream, I don't know where I'll work on the route next time. I was thinking, okay, I've done Brackwell Common, and I've done Twyford Central today, so I might consider the London area, okay? Might, not will. Thank you very much for watching, and next time I'll probably think of somewhere else to go to, maybe London. Thank you very much, and goodbye!